Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now, last week, as you may or may not have seen, if you haven't, then definitely go and check out the video. I made my Celtic versus English fans video. A video where basically I go and look around the internet to see, what people are saying about Celtic, Scottish football, mostly Celtic, how they're slagging them off, their butt-hurt feelings pretty much towards their club, and just reacted to the majority of them, as in the title suggests, are from English fans, and in my opinion is just jealousy of how well our club's doing. And, these kind of comments that we couldn't cut in the Premier League, stuff like that. If you've not seen the video, go and check it out. But if you have seen it, you know fine well what the video consisted of. And the comments section was very interesting. The interaction in general was very interesting. Thank you very much for the likes and such we got in the video. It went down really well. And hopefully it will keep going up in the view count and such like that. But it is going well. I'm very happy with how it done. But I've decided today, why not we go and react through some of the comments. I've not got to see every single comment on the video, and I'm sure there will be a lot that are actually held for spam. So I'm going to go and check out the comments section today. I've seen one or two really funny ones, and I want to react to a few of them on video and see what they're saying really, and give my sort of reaction or response to it. So without any more delays, let's get right into this and have a look at a few of the comments from the Celtic versus English fans video. There's actually not as much spam as I expected, which must mean all the comments must be public. But we've got one here from a Mr. Iman Daliwal. I don't know. I've butchered the pronunciation of that. But he said, Celtic are championship quality, mate. Scott Sinclair is your best player, and he sat on the bench for Aston Villa, who got relegated. That says it all. Just because a team got relegated does not mean that it makes an individual player garbage. Aston Villa, for the past 3 years they were in the Premier League before they got relegated. So from 2012 onwards, when Paul Lambert came in charge and such, they were god-awful. It was only a matter of time. No one could bloody save them. The team in general just couldn't play football together, and it didn't single out Scott Sinclair to be a bad player. I don't remember him sitting on the bench an awful lot, let's be honest. I did not watch a lot of Aston Villa play that season. Why would I? Why would I sit myself through that? But Scott Sinclair, who's a player who has came to Celtic and improved himself dramatically, and I imagine he could go down to a team like Swansea, who he used to play for, and give a good input to their team. He's doing well at Celtic now. He's not going to leave. He's a decent player. Doesn't mean that it makes our team bad. Our team in general is Premier League quality, end of discussion, right? Scott Sinclair has came here, he has became a much better player than what he was at Aston Villa, and I'm sure he could handle it down there again for a team like Swansea, as I said. But it does not affect our team in the slightest, one individual player. Our team is Premier League quality. We would cruise past the Championship. All 23 of the teams I think we could cruise past. Wolves is the only team actually who I think could give us a challenge twice in a season. So, that's my response to that one. He then commented afterwards, replying to someone, a Mr. Luke Redmond. Thank you, Luke, for your comment. I can't see it, but I can only imagine it was good. Saying he wouldn't make it into the Prem, he's fat as fuck. This is Scott Sinclair. If he's fat as fuck, what am I? I must be fucking Jabba the Hutt. Ruthless. Ruthless. It's not ruthless as one word. I'm going with ruthless. Thank you for your comment, saying they should sign me up for punditry. I was about to say cuntitry. Punditry alongside Big Sutton and Cragen. I'd love that. Thank you. The Phantom has decided to leave us a Bible. A genuine Bible of a comment here. Not going to lie. I cannot be fucked reading that. Now, all I can say, all I'm going to respond to is the top line, which says, no one out with Celtic is impressed with their unbeaten streak. Let's look at this through a neutral's eyes. No, everyone from Britain who is jealous of our success is not impressed with our unbeaten streak. I'm sure anyone in Germany, Bayern Munich fans who came to our stadium who were absolutely flabbergasted by our atmosphere, gave us all the respects under the sun. I'm sure if you asked a Bayern Munich fan, they would clap their hands and say that is impressive. Anyone who's a top team fan in England or a Rangers fan, it's just a bit of jealousy. I'm not going to lie. I'm not targeting Rangers fans there, but it is impressive. If Rangers went 65 games unbeaten, 63 games unbeaten, don't lie to yourself. You would be saying the exact same thing as us. Yes, we have 10 times the budget of Rangers and Aberdeen, but it takes some sort of consistency, it takes a good work ethic, it takes attitude, it takes everything to go 65 games unbeaten. It's the jealousy from the top British clubs, of not all fans, certain fans, and I've not even seen a lot of Rangers fans go on about this being a bad thing. I'm not going to lie, I went onto Twitter and I've seen some Rangers fans just being pretty normal about it, not being anywhere near as critical as fans down south. But Rangers fans, you can't lie to yourself. If you'd done the same thing, you would be saying the exact same things as us. At the end of the day, Scottish football, particularly Celtic and Rangers, it's a lot about bragging rights, and there is no denial about that. No matter what you do, we could beat Rangers 1-0 with a 90th minute own goal. We would brag until the sun set a week later. It doesn't matter what you do between the two clubs. There is going to be bragging rights. You're going to brag about something no matter how good, no matter how bad it is. If it's something to brag about, Celtic fans will brag or Rangers fans will brag, and that's just how it works up here. D's Nuts Hopkins said the Old Firm derby, 3 laughing face emojis, worst derby ever, who cares about it? The fact he's got D's Nuts, a dead vine in his username, just... I'm not going to give him the courteousness of answering his statement. Get yourself to fuck. Must admit, I like you, Brain. Brain says, I always had respect for Celtic. Nobody near them down south apart from United and Liverpool. The rest are tin pot. I like you. I like you, Brain. It's true, but Celtic are bigger than, I would say, 18 of the 20 Premier League teams, reputation-wise. It's just true. Canada, the official account for the country of Canada, has said the reason why you make these Celtic versus English fan videos, I've only made 2, is because you're jealous that the Premier League is much better than your load of crap. UEFA, then they go to list the coefficients. I couldn't care less about the coefficients, that's not my point of the video. And the coefficients really mean nothing. When it comes to obviously draws and such, yes, they mean a lot, but I mean, let's be honest, Scottish football is better than Belarusian football. It is. The coefficients go by, I think, more on national football, international country football, rather than club football. Let's be honest, Scottish football is better. I don't care what any list says. It is. We have Celtic and Rangers, 2 of the biggest clubs in the world. It's bigger than Belarusian football. But his main point is, I'm jealous of the Premier League because it's much better than my load of crap. I'm not jealous of the Premier League whatsoever. I watch it, yes. How many times out of 10 will the games be shite? About 9 out of 10. How many times will the atmospheres be shite? About 10 out of 10. Why would I be jealous when my club is generating something special up here? And when you look at teams that are moaning every single week, not giving managers a chance down south, sacking them after 6 games and such. Why would I be jealous of that? The Premier League is a decent league. Of course it is. Not going to argue it. But it is overrated. To fuck. The Bundesliga I'd rather sit down and watch 10 times over than the Premier League. The Premier League is good. It's overrated. And if it weren't for the money invested in it, it would be much better, would it? Let's be honest, Scottish football is enjoyable to sit down and watch. I think if you get to know the teams, you get to know the players, and you sit down and watch a game, you can enjoy it. I honestly do not mind sitting down and watching a game between Dundee and Ross County, because half the time it'll be more entertaining than a Premier League game, and that's not me lying or exaggerating. The amount of times I've stuck on a Super Sunday game and I thought about tanning my wrist, jumping in the bath, good night Vienna, and a Scottish Premiership game has been far better. It's just truth from me here. James French leaves a very good comment, saying you can't say us going 63 games unbeaten is a fucking pish. I mean, if it was Gillingham, if they went more than 10 games unbeaten, they would be getting the plaudits. That's basically the gist of the comment. It's true. I swear, if a League One side or a Championship side in England was to go 46 games unbeaten, they would be getting all the praise under the sun, when their leagues, the Championship and League One, are apparently the same standard as our leagues. But if they'd done it, if Gillingham went a whole season unbeaten, plaudits would be coming from all round, from punditry to non-punditry, to people just sitting in their local pubs. They would be getting all the praise under the sun, whereas we're getting a lot of shit because of what? Jealousy. Oh man made a return, saying only Dembele and Tierney are good and would make it in the Prem. Southampton were wanting Stuart Armstrong for £10 million. Newcastle, Huddersfield and about 3 other teams were wanting Jozo Siminovic for about £10 million. The amount of times I've heard links with the majority of our Patrick Roberts, he plays for Manchester City. The amount of times I've heard links of other players in our team, Craig Gordon was getting linked with bloody Chelsea, so how would Tierney and Dembele be the only 2 who would cut it in the Premier League when we've got a lot of internationals in our team? Lustig is going to the World Cup, in fact, an integral part of the Sweden side. A lot of top players. A man's causing it. He's back again. A man's a feature in this video. Basically a video about him. He's saying we're a mid-table Championship side. I'm going to get up the Championship table in a moment. Far much more love than I actually realised in this video. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the love that you did give me on this video, because I never realised how many people actually enjoyed it and, you know, found it really funny and stuff like that. So if you did leave I've not got round to the comments in the video, there was just so many. If you did leave like a bit of praise, thank you so much, by the way. I've just seen it there. 24 teams in the Championship, which means mid-table would be Brentford, Preston, Norwich and Queen's Park Rangers. If you're telling me those teams are better than Celtic, then David Murray can walk in a perfectly straight line, because you are off your fucking rocket if you would say that those teams are better than Celtic. Beating Anderlecht is no achievement. I'd imagine it is an achievement. Winning the Champions League when you're a fourth pot team is quite a big achievement. Picking up points in the Champions League is quite important. I don't know if Liverpool fans understand this, but winning is something that is good. We like winning. Liverpool don't do it an awful lot nowadays. I know it's been a long time since you have won something valuable, but Celtic do like to win. That's about it. I've read through the majority of the comments. Not as many as expected. A lot more love than I expected as well. So thank you once again if you did leave a nice wee kind word in there. I do really appreciate it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. There will be more out this weekend, hopefully. And I'll see you all next time.